This morning, the United States is imposing new sanctions targeting Russia's two largest oil companies, along with dozens of their subsidiaries. The Treasury Department made the announcement yesterday. The sanctions may extend beyond just the companies named in the announcement. The Wall Street Journal highlights the warning in the sanctions notice that, quote, foreign financial institutions that conduct or facilitate significant transactions or provide any service involving Russia's military-industrial base also run the risk of being sanctioned. Since Russia launched its full-scale war on Ukraine, its lucrative oil industry has been the primary source of funding for its war effort. Yesterday, in the Oval Office, President Trump discussed that and recent comments from Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, who said Vladimir Putin has not been honest and forthright with Trump.
Today is a very big day in terms of what we're doing. Look, these are tremendous sanctions. These are very big. Those are against their two big oil companies, and we hope that they won't be on for long. We hope that the war will be settled. I just felt it was time. We've waited a long time. I thought that we'd go long before the Middle East. And Mark, as you know, we did the Middle East plus 7. So we did 7 different wars from Pakistan and India to so many.
Azerbaijan, Armenia,
which they said was impossible to do. All these wars I did, and the one that we have left, we have one left. It'll be 9. We have one left, and I think we'll get that done too. I think we're on our way to getting it done.
We have to.
In terms of honesty, the only thing I can say is every time I speak with Vladimir, I have good conversations, and then they don't go anywhere. They just don't go anywhere.
You know, this is Willie. I'd said after Anchorage, a lot of people were freaking out after Anchorage because, you know, people weren't flying. You know, Putin wasn't flying a white flag. I said at the time I thought it was all part of a process. We understand the president has been far more subservient to Vladimir Putin in the past. But this has seemed to be a process. It's been a very jagged process. But after Anchorage, having the European leaders come in, which was, you know, a historic group of European leaders coming together, they've been talking about sanctions. I think these sanctions are positive sanctions. I like the fact that they're going to sanction any institution that deal with the Russians on oil. And certainly, hopefully, the Europeans will be there shoulder to shoulder on the sanctions part of it and not getting oil. But this is, I do think, I won't say it's a significant step because who knows, maybe it changes tomorrow. But I will say it's a significant trajectory that we are going in. If we continue with that trajectory, with pressure being put on Vladimir Putin, with oil close to, you know, it's down to about $60 per barrel. He doesn't have the money to continue fighting this war. Putin doesn't. It doesn't matter how much he flexes his muscles or gets on top of a horse without his shirt on. It doesn't change the facts on the ground. And the facts on the ground are, first of all, he can't get the territory on the battlefield that he wants to get at the negotiating table. And he can't make Russia's economy any better than it is. And it is really, really weak right now. These sanctions should hurt it.
Well, we can put to the side for the moment the president's batting average on all these wars I did, to put it in his terms, talking about how he did 7 or 8 wars, and focus on this one, Richard Haass. Is this a trajectory? Does this look like a plan to you? And why does President Trump seemingly go back and give Putin another chance, seemingly go back and give him the benefit of the doubt when everyone who's known who Vladimir Putin is and what he wants for decades now?
Well, I'm going to answer this question, really, on behalf of all think tank dorks in order to keep Joe happy here.
One of the best, sitting right here.
You're one of our favorites, Richard. One of our favorites.
Thank you, Joe.
But you don't go around thinking that the dorkdom that you do in a think tank has the power to override the United States Constitution. There are certain people in Donald Trump's government that do think that what they think of in their bespectacled glasses while they're in some dorkdom think tank in Washington, D.C. has more pull and more power than the Constitution of the United States. You would never do that, Richard.
I would never do it. They certainly have selective readings of that. It's kind of the short version of the Constitution. They skip Article 1 and things like that. It kind of gets you to the end really quickly. Look, I think you used a good word here, which is trajectory of the policy. I like two things that seem to have gotten announced. One is the reduction of restraints on the use of U.S. intelligence to attack targets, economic and military targets inside Russia. Good step. Second of all, these financial sanctions against the oil companies, they're welcome. They're not game changers. Increasingly, the world is learning how to move around weaponized dollar sanctions. You can use barter. China and others are stepping up. So these are not game changers. Welcome trajectory, as Joe would say. The big thing, again, still missing, which is direct help for Ukraine. You really want to make a difference. The president wants to get to the peace he wants, help Ukraine, because that's the only way I know to persuade Putin that a ceasefire, however reluctant he is to accept it, is the least bad option for him. Why is the president, there's a Groundhog Day quality to this, Willie. Why is the president, again, so, what's the word, willing to work with Putin? He seems surprised every time. The other metaphor that comes to mind is Lucy in the football. He keeps stepping up the football, gets yanked away, and he seems surprised every time. I can't answer why. I doubt, though, we're going to get a permanent shift against Putin. Again, the one thing to look for is large-scale military help to Ukraine. It's the only way I know to get to a ceasefire and to maintain a ceasefire. Until we get there, I think this could go back and forth. It will go back and forth many more times.
Jeez.
Well, of course, the thing that always held Joe Biden back in the early part of the war, and what Donald Trump has certainly expressed concerns about as well, is the fact that Russia has a fairly significant stockpile of nuclear weapons, and they do. So, so that will have you treating foreign powers a little bit differently. But again, we're just talking about a trajectory. This trajectory seems to be positive, and it was good to hear the president say that yesterday in the White House. Now, Alex, John Meacham is a very unkind man at times. We don't understand why. But he said, Joe, you brought up dorks. Why don't you go to Meacham next? And that hurt me because I know you are anything but a dork. In fact, sort of that dark shadows lighting that you have on you kind of makes you actually quite a frightening figure. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We need the dark shadows theme going to break. John, I do. Let's talk though. Let's talk though about what the president has done. We're not going to add up, the 87 wars that he claims to have ended, but let's talk about the Middle East, which, of course, going to be a rocky road for a while. But how significant would it be if this president were able to get a ceasefire, a lasting ceasefire in the Middle East, and this 20-point plan? And if in fact he were able to bring an end to the war between Russia and Ukraine, with Ukraine gaining some semblance of autonomy from future Russian threats.
The second part is the critical one, and I must say I'm delighted that we led with the dork attack against Haas. This is actually progress.
Yes, exactly.
From my point of view, so I'm all for that. I apologize for the dark shadow. It's like green acres down here today, and so we're having some wireless and other issues. So the key part of your question is the last part. On what terms can this remarkably bloody war of aggression in Europe end? And so peace without a just settlement would not go to the Trump column. And we all know that the Trump column is a key incentive, which, by the way, is fine, right? We want results. The motivations matter less. And so, as you say, the lasting ceasefire, will this really work in the Middle East? Can, in fact, this terrible war of aggression from Putin, if it is, in fact, resolved in a way that Zelensky feels is a just and acceptable way, then you're looking at a remarkable turn of events. But this stuff, as Richard knows better than I do, the summits can be perilous, right? The principals go to the summit. There's not a lot of prep work, the dork work, the good dork work. And the principals sometimes fly off on tangents. They get a false sense of progress. I think President Trump discovered that in Anchorage. Important step, but often what is said in the room, and what do politicians do? What's their unit of commerce? The unit of commerce of a politician is to make someone like you. Mika, you know this. Your father spent an enormous amount of time being sort of one of the dorks, but also one of the principals, right? So he had a dual role there. And so how do you translate these deal-making skills into lasting results? Is going to be, presuming the Constitution survives, which is a presumption, is going to be one of the great questions of history about President Trump.
Yeah, Mika, I just want to say for the record here, as we go through this the very important conversation about geopolitical peace, that I never referred to anybody on this set being a dork. All right, they are outing themselves here, and if they want to come out of the dork closet, they can do that. I was talking about somebody else. I wasn't using any names. That's in the administration. That's all I'm doing here. And I don't want to be haunted tonight. I certainly never suggested your father was anything resembling a dork.
Yeah, that's important.
Feeling a little projection, Congressman. A little projection.
Yeah. I will say the self-identification here by these two. I wasn't talking about them, and they talked about themselves.
Yeah, and Joe, I like the way when it comes to big, to be afraid. Be very afraid.
Be afraid. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
All right, Susan Page. Obviously, there's this sanctions package sitting in Congress, and Congress has a role in this. Republicans have a role in this, and yet nothing.
Yeah. Just for the record, I don't have a PhD, so I can't be a dork by definition. I think that requires
never
a doctorate. The sanctions could pass Congress. There's support for sanctions against Russia in Congress. And I do think that yesterday was an important day because that was a step we had not seen President Trump willing to take before. Now, he still needs to enforce these sanctions, and the sanctions aren't everything, as Richard Haass was saying, but they are something. And maybe the most flummoxing thing about Donald Trump's presidency has been his deference to Vladimir Putin, and we saw just a little less of that yesterday. And so let's see if that continues. And there's every sign that Congress is willing to go along with Trump if he wants to move ahead with sanctions that they would need to impose.
All right.